The final weeks of a commercial lease are usually a blur of logistics. Between coordinating movers and setting up your new office, it is easy to overlook the final step of your exit, securing the return of your bond. Cleaning your old space before handing back the keys fulfills the strict contractual obligation you accepted when you signed the lease. The exact details of that obligation live in a specific section of your contract, known as the Make Good Clause. This clause requires you to return the premises in a condition that matches the original fit-out. Landlords and tenants frequently disagree on what that original condition actually looked like. When you lack a clear definition, the dispute drags on, and the landlord typically draws from your bank guarantee to cover their own cleaning contractors. To prevent this, you need the ingoing condition report. This document records the exact state of the property on the day you moved in, providing the sole objective measure for your required cleaning standard. Starting any restoration work without this baseline in hand is a major financial risk. You could end up paying to clean things you are not responsible for, or missing items the landlord will definitely charge you for later. If you cannot locate your original report, hire a building consultant to conduct a formal dilapidation assessment before you touch a single surface. Without an agreed-upon baseline, the building manager will apply their own subjective standard during the final inspection. That standard inevitably demands more work and costs you thousands of dollars in deductions. Under the Retail Leases Act 1994, landlords are required to accept normal deterioration that occurs over the life of the lease. This is known as fair wear and tear. Normal aging includes things like carpet that has faded evenly due to years of exposure to overhead fluorescent laying. You do not have to pay to fix that. What you are responsible for is specific damage and neglect. Coffee stains around the break room and heavy dirt ground into the main foot traffic lanes fall squarely on the tenant. The same applies to kitchens. A few scuffs inside a cabinet are normal daily usage marks. Thick grease buildup inside the microwave or on the range hood filters is actionable neglect. Correctly categorizing these issues ensures you do not waste your budget trying to reverse irreversible age, while keeping you protected from claims of property damage. A commercial end-of-lease clean sits far above standard daily maintenance. It is a specialized restoration process. The mandatory tasks are obvious. You have to arrange hot water extraction for all carpeted areas and fully degrease every kitchen appliance. The items that actually trigger bond disputes are the areas you rarely look at during the workday. The most frequently missed areas are bathroom exhaust fan grills, sliding glass door tracks, and dust on partition walls. Another blind spot is the server room. Tenants assume landlords ignore these utility spaces. Building managers will inspect these rooms meticulously for dust-caked vents and cable debris on the floor, because every square meter is listed on the lease. If these details are ignored, the landlord's representatives will use them as evidence of an incomplete make-good, justifying hefty deductions from your final bond. To execute this correctly, schedule your clean to finish 3 to 5 business days before the official handback date. You need this buffer because commercial carpets treated with hot water extraction require a minimum of 24 to 48 hours to completely dry. Many tenants make the logical assumption that they should wait until the office is completely empty of furniture to begin the clean. Moving heavy equipment out of a tight space inevitably causes new physical damage, scuffing walls and scratching floors. Solve this conflict with a 2-stage approach. Step 1. The pre-move clean. You complete the bulk of the restorative work while furniture is still in place. Step 2. A rapid touch-up right after movers leave, dedicated solely to erasing new marks. Splitting the schedule isolates the damage caused during the move, ensuring the space is spotless when the landlord arrives for the final inspection. If a building manager decides the property falls short of the required standard, verbal arguments will not protect you. You need physical, dated documentation. You should compile a completion report containing wide photographs of every cleaned room alongside macro close-ups of specific surfaces, like bathroom grout and window tracks. This photographic evidence proves you took the necessary steps to restore the property. It stops a landlord from claiming that a dirty fixture requires a full, expensive replacement. Securing this level of restoration requires budgeting for professional commercial rates. In the Sydney market, an end-of-lease clean typically runs between $6 and $14 per square meter. For a standard 500 square meter office, the total cost lands between $3,000 and $4,000. That price will scale up if the space has years of deferred maintenance, heavy grease in a commercial kitchen, or requires specialist treatments like hard floor stripping. Paying for a documented professional clean up front is consistently cheaper than waiting for the landlord to hire their own contractors and pass the inflated invoice on to you. Securing your full bond return is a highly structured process. You cannot rely on a landlord's goodwill to let minor issues slide. Locate your original condition report, target the commonly missed blind spots, schedule the 2-stage cleaning buffer, and document results with detailed photographs. Following these specific steps secures a flawless, indisputable legal handover. By mastering the end-of-lease clean, you remove the risk of arbitrary deductions and protect your company's financial assets.